Um,
Good
Good
morning,
eye.
social media in the world. Welcome to NFL Gameline. My name is Larry Ables, and I'm your host for this week's picks. Joining me are two distinguished guests, co-hosts, Go Earl Rush. How you doing, Earl? Also known as the Sports Doctor.
Doing great, Larry. Doing great.
And we have Neal Ables here with us, another dynamic prognosticator. How you doing, Neal?
I'm good, Larry. How about yourself?
Okay. Now, look, we're going to start off saying these are just for fun. We're not recommending any bets, but just to let you know how we've done this year so far. Last week, Earl and Neal both were sensational at 5-1. I was a mediocre 3-3. I'm kind of stunned by that. But overall, Earl and I are 16-8, and Neal is 15-9. So you can see we have a tight race right now. Something I expect to change as I, predict more winners this week. Start this week. Without further ado, let's get into it. We're going to start off with the game of the week. We got the Cowboys, 3-1 Cowboys going to San Francisco, who's 4-0. This is definitely the marquee matchup. Prior to the Cowboys loss, lots of people were talking about the Cowboys possibly being the NFC representative in the Super Bowl. After they've lost, the feeling has definitely switched to the 49ers. 49ers have played well, Brock Purdy, but they have not faced the defense like Dallas has. So, looking at this game, Earl, who do you think? Cowboys or 49ers? Who are you going with?
If I was going on paper, I would probably pick the 49ers. But since I got upset with the guy, with the analyst on the Real Fellas Talk Sports Show, David Burnett, he's just singing the praises of Brock Purdy. To me, Brock Purdy is serviceable. He's playing on a great team. That's all I'm trying to tell you. That's the story. To make the long story short, I'm sorry I wasted a minute and a half just to say I'm going with the Cowboys.
Hey, that was a great analysis, man. It's okay to give you rationale. Neal, who do you like in this game?
I'm going with the 49ers, not just because they're the home team. I think they have a very good offense. I think their defense can hold and make that make them make mistakes. Yeah, I'm going with the Niners.
Okay. And I'm going to also go with the Niners. I think that Dak Prescott has been kind of shaky to me this year, and he's going to go up against a good defense. I think both quarterbacks will be tested today. I look for a real tough battle, but I look for the 49ers to pull it out at home. Next game on the agenda. Now, we have a couple of 1-3 teams. The New York Jets are going into Denver to play the Broncos. What adds a little spice to this game, Sean Payton, the current Broncos coach, threw some shade on Hackett, the offensive coordinator for the Jets, who was the previous Broncos coach. So now they got to face each other. Both of them are 1-3. The game's in Denver. Neal, who do you like?
Just because they both 1-3, I know it's a toss up. I'm taking the home team, the Broncos.
Earl, who do you like in this game?
I'm going with
Well,
the Jets.
wait a minute. I know you don't like either one of these teams, but who do you expect to win? I'll put it that way.
No, I like the Jets, but I can't really like them because they don't have a quarterback. They don't have anything that's a semblance of a quarterback. But Denver lost to the Commanders. The Jets, they can't be that bad. They can't be that pathetic. Even though Zach Wilson has really amazed me with some of his lack of being successful. But I'm going to go with the Jets again.
Earl stepping out there. Well, I'm gonna go with the Jets as well. I think I have no faith in either team, but I kind of like the Jets defense, and I think they're going to be up for this game, and I look for them to pull this game out. Next game, a couple of other 1-3 teams. The the Cincinnati Bengals are going into Phoenix to play the Arizona Cardinals. Both of them are 1-3. Cardinals have been in a lot of close games, but haven't been able to pull it out. The Bengals have been a mitigated disaster on offense, and they're without T. Higgins today. So, Earl, who do you like in that game?
I like Arizona. I like Arizona today. I keep thinking Cincinnati's going to pull the season out eventually. Well, they may, but we'll just have to wait for eventually. Right now, I'm going with Arizona. That quarterback is underrated, and they're not that bad. Arizona is not that bad. I'm going with the Cardinals.
Neil, who do you like in this game?
I'm going with the Cardinals as well. I agree they have been in games and ended up losing. So, I think maybe being a home team, they could pull one out today. So I'm going with the Cardinals.
Well, I'm going to go with the Bengals. I think they're going to get it together. Plus, this is a way I can gain the game on you guys. So I'm going to go with the Bengals to go down to Arizona and right this ship. I think Burrows, they're going to adjust their offense so that Burrows can chase the ball. He'll be happy. They'll score more than the Cardinals score. Next game, the 2-2 Saints go into New England to play the 1-3 Patriots. Patriots 1-3. I think they've been competitive in every game, but you are what your record says you are. They're only 1-3. The Saints have gotten 2 wins, which they're hanging in there, I should say. So, what do you think the Saints are going to do? Earl, I'm sorry, Neil goes first in this game.
Earl's going to go first because I don't have no idea, but I'm going to take the Patriots because they're a home team. I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm sticking with my home thing here.
I'm going to go with the Saints. It's not about whether Belichick is losing his luster or not. This is about Mac Jones is just inept. And I'm going with the Saints. I mean, New England, they're horrible. I'll go with the Saints on this one.
I'm going to also go with the Saints. I think it's really kind of a toss-up, but for some reason the Saints look like they've been playing a little better, so I'll go with them. Next game, we got the Texans going against the Falcons. Both of them have a rookie running back for the Falcons, Bijan Robinson, who's played very well. Then we had the rookie quarterback that I think has played very well, C.J. Stroud for the Texans. They get to meet possible Rookie of the Year matchup. Neil, who do you like in that game?
I'll take the Texans. I've been seeing some of their offense and their defense, and they just seem to play a little better teamwork, I should say. But I'll take Texans.
Earl, who do you like?
I'm going to go with the Texans. To be honest with you, I watched the quarterback for Atlanta, Kidder, when he played with Cincinnati. He was okay to me then. He's been playing shaky now. I think eventually he will be okay, but he just doesn't have it yet. He just doesn't have it. He's not that good a quarterback right now. I'm not saying he will not be right now. He will not. And the quarterback for the Texans, I believe, is in the top 10 as far as ranking as far as the quarterback in the NFL. I'm always going to go with the team with the better quarterback. I don't care what Neil says about home or away. Give me the better quarterback. I'm going with the Texans.
So this is funny because the Texans, they've got a couple of wins now. They seem like they've been struggling, but all of a sudden, they seem to be the team on the rise. Atlanta, I guess both of them are 2-2, so they're both somewhat inconsistent. But something about Atlanta just doesn't feel right to me. So I'm going to go with the Texans too.
Okay.
Our last game, we had the Kansas City Chiefs going into Minnesota to play the Vikings. Now, some people have been, anecdotally around the league, people are thinking that Chiefs have not been on their game this year. Something seems different about them, but their record is 3-1. And they're going into Minnesota, a desperate team, but their record is 1-3. Neil, who do you like in that game?
Chiefs, and because of what Earl said, they got a better quarterback.
But the Vikings are the home team, right?
Yeah, but they got a better quarterback.
Earl, who you going with? I see you nodding your head.
I thought you'd ever get me to bet against Patrick Mahomes.
Okay. Yeah, he is 3-1, right?
Right.
You don't like Cousins?
Bum. Overrated, overpaid. He all right, man. But he's not gonna win you no Super Bowl. He's not gonna win you a Super Bowl. He can move the ball down the field and everything. I give him his credit, you know. He gets some yardage. He can't win the Super Bowl. We're not asking who's going to win the Super Bowl. You ask who's going to win this game. To make a long story short, I'm going with the Chiefs.
I'm going to make it unanimous and go with the Chiefs as well. I can't see any way they lose that game. Even though I think the Vikings will probably be up for it and they're desperate, and the Chiefs haven't been playing their A game, but probably their B game will be enough to beat most teams in this league. But those are all our picks. You know, I want to thank everyone for tuning in. And again, this is all for fun. You know, you could play along with us and pick your picks and see how you do against this panel of experts here. But until next week, we'll see you. Or in between, before next week, we'll see you at 8:00 on the Real Fellas Sports Network for Real Fellas Talk Sports. And then we'll be back here at 11:00 next Sunday morning with the results of this game and predictions for next week. Take care, everyone.